Let's be clear. I just failed to intimidate a squirrel. I love this game.
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim.
I think I dated someone who had her Uriel septum pierced.
Hello? Of course.
We're having lamb chop tonight.
Do you want chicken for dinner? I thought not. I didn't think so. Yeah, I'll have a 10-piece chicken nugget. Now I'll have a 20-piece chicken nugget.
I look like the Blue Man Group's manager.
These people traveled 600 years, died before they even woke up.
I know the feeling. I've traveled Spirit Airlines.
Where do you think you are?
I look like I'm supposed to make artisanal jelly in Vermont.
This place is giving me the willies.
I would have thought in the future we would have had a cure for the willies.
A few words for the kids.
Drug abuse resistance education.
All right. Who likes ringworm?
Or so good.
So this is Boeing HQ, huh?
Fear me, I'm a default Call of Duty skin.
Did you never even try to do something significant in your life?
I built an IKEA cabinet once.
What is the goal, by the way?
I have to get a weird tadpole out of my brain.
You're RFK?
Actually, yeah.
God, why did I stay out so late? Shot after shot after shot. What was I thinking? I'm not 20 anymore.
This reminds me so much of my first apartment.
Turns out being a musician takes a little bit more than just going to guitartabs.com, doesn't it?
Slaughter. But alas, it was for
Still better.
Good morning, everybody. How are we? We are in the end game now. The end game. I have a thought. We're at level 30. I'm not sure if this is a level cap. I don't think so. But we really need to... We need to get our long guns, because we use the long guns the most. We need to get the long guns to 100. Back. Apply. Let's see what we got for perks. Is there anything else that we really want here? Damage when alone? No. Durability loss? No, that didn't end up. 15% companion crit chance is not bad. Can up the base armor rating. Dialogue skills, consumable weight, science weapon damage. Headshot kills explode. Headshot kills deal 25% of their damage to enemies. I feel like that's going to come in handy. Let's do that. Alright, we are ready to finish this thing.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Really? They've got a problem with me because I haven't been talking to anybody the whole game? Yeah.
Those
This is an intervention, isn't
Mr.
it?
Phineas and hauled him away to Tartarus. How are we going to get him out?
Shoot our way through?
Here we are, entertaining the notion of busting him out. That's insane. And likely a hell of a lot of fun.
Darn tootin'.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
We can't abandon Phineas. We have to free him if we have any hope of saving the colony.
I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
But it could be.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Have you been there before?
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see
The
to your final affairs
famous
and
last
close
words.
out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
We're doing it, everyone. Strap
if we don't
in.
make it, at least it'll be a great story.
For someone to
Got my
tell.
trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
And my drop kick ability.
Outstanding. You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Uh-oh.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Come on, Sam. Okay. Is there... I think I have like a respec thing. Don't I? Up here, right? Yeah. Can I respec my character? $500 to refund all of your skill and perk points. This might come in handy. Let's do it. So let's long guns. Let's long guns up to 100. That's going to be what we need to do. Got it. Dodge we never really used. Lockpick. I feel like we're going to need to get that up again. Leadership. I like the stuff we got from leadership, so let's do that. Companions get 25% of Inhaler's status effect. When companions kill an enemy, they gain 50% health. That's really good. Or the cooldowns. Let's get the leadership up. This is just going to be pure... This is going to be pure combat, I bet. Tech. We never really did much with the inhaler here. Yeah, I'm cool combating through this and not really worrying about the, Okay. So we're not going to do sneak. We're not going to do hack. Feel like we might need some lockpicky. Engineering. Science. Let's get some science up. Yeah, we're going to stick with the long guns, and we're going to stick with all this stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna need better healing. Great. I feel good about that. I feel good about that. Skilled. So what do we get? Raise the skill to 100. Nice. Okay. Chris, ooh, love this game. Looking forward to the sequel. Yeah, me too. That's why I'm playing through it. I'm liking it for what it is. I feel like it's a little dated, but I'm in the end game now. Base health, tactical time dilation, damage when alone. Walk speed, yes. Sprint speed, yes. Weapon durability loss, meh. Companion crit chance, yes. Base armor rating, yes. Carrying capacity, I feel like we're okay right now. Oh, we're probably gonna actually need to up that. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Tactical time dilation, recharge, fast travel, meh. Don't really need XP anymore. Vendor prices don't really need. Accuracy when moving. Restored per kill. Movement speed. Yes. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Carrying capacity bonus from companions. Yes. Weight of consumables. Meh. Companion ability cooldowns for each of your kills. Yes. 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 Next attack after killing enemies guaranteed critical hit. Armor rating. Yeah. So let's forget about the carrying capacity one. Area of effect and plasma damage dealt to you is reduced. Ranged attack. I feel like that's good. Ranged attacks reduce the target's armor rating by 1 point per hit. This effect lasts a short time and can stack multiple times. Let's do it. That feels good. Did everybody else lose all their... Yeah, okay. Let's not worry about... Let's just worry about the people who we're taking. All changes will be lost? Did I just lose all my changes? No. No, okay, good. Whew. Alright, we are going to take Parvati. Base health. Threaten. Engineering's pretty good. Chance to extract mods in the field, meh. Melee damage, yes. Armor rating, yes. Range damage, yes. Oh, we need these cooldown ones. Yeah, let's screw engineering. We need the cooldown ones. And the damage. And the damage. I like him getting a threat generation a little bit, but let's see if there's anything better. Reduce negative reputation for kills when Sam is in the party. Yes. 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 Love it. All right, feeling good. Feeling good about this. Ready for endgame. How many bits do I have? I have no bits left. We are good to go. Ready to rock. Is this your first playthrough? No, I played through this a few times, or tried to play through it a few times, and kept getting bored and moving on to other things. You're about to assault the labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon Galaxy. Saves made after this point can only finish the main story on Tartarus. Side quests and downloadable content such as Peril and Gorgon and Murder on Erondos will be unavailable for any play saves made beyond this point. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now. Let's continue. I just got bored and kind of stopped playing. But I was like, I really should play through this. Yeah, let's save. I really should play through this and prep for the sequel, because the sequel looks really good.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution.
I figured.
Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure... Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Oh dear.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate
I'm
policy.
about to violate a whole lot
You are
more.
hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits.
Oh, you're gonna kill me anyway.
You're
so it
up
doesn't matter.
to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously.
Why bother with a ticket?
Protocol is important, sir.
Sure.
The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another, technically speaking. Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock.
Uh-oh.
Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Oh dear.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance?
I'd like some entertainment.
I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
That's rude. I'm gonna be coming back from saving the galaxy. Yeah. Well, that looks lovely. It's like a summer home. I'm crazy over encumbered, aren't I? Okay, so 95 and 72. Yeah. The downside of the respec is a lower weight. We're moving. I am gonna probably wanna save some space so that we can loot a little bit. Name, value, weight, value to weight, damage rating. Let's put that in here. 825, that's 998, but I like that. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're ready.
The captain did right by us, honey. Carry power. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I read.
Groundbreaker doesn't need trash like
All right, Groundbreaker's coming to the rescue.
Here goes nothing.
Boom. What? Dude, bro. Dude, bro. Oh, way to go, bro. Good job, everybody. List of passwords for something called a RAM. There are 3 columns, but only one's legible. The rest have been scratched out. Today's password from column 1 is Akande. I feel like I'm gonna need ammo. Da-dum, da-dum. Da-dum, da-dum. Oh, fancy meeting you here. Excelsior!
Sanitization assessment. The labyrinth on Tartarus. Task classification. Easy peasy.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
I can't hear you under that thing. I love you guys. Let's finish this.
Would you like Sam to tidy up this area?
Yeah.
Waiting for confirmation
With blood.
command. Confirmation command not received. Ready. Build your.
That's the last of them.
Nobody else heard that? That's cool.
Something's not.
You got it, Captain.
Oh. Our body. Come on, yo.
In rest mode.
Let you take care of that, Sam. Wow. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh dear. Well, that escalated fast.
Sanitization incoming.
What the fuck? Yeah, this kind of came out of nowhere, didn't it? What? See, that's another problem I have, is just that, like, when I die, it feels cheap. It feels like I'm getting blasted from behind, like this is a, like I'm spawning in Halo 2. Like, what are you talking about? There's people behind me? That's new. Do you know what I mean? Like, that didn't happen the last time.
Something's not right. Caution! Infestation encroaching! Sanitization incoming! Resistant to cleaning efforts. Hands on the job! You may insert hashtag required. Blood pool detected.
Thank you, Sam. What? From whence? Collect some heavy ammo. Ugh. Ooh.
Wow, you got that?
Need that heavy ammo, that's for sure. Alright, we're moving. Yeah, like, this is kind of the same thing that I felt when I played this game on Switch all those years ago, which is... Ooh, Deadeye Assault Rifle. It seems relatively easy for a long time. Crap.
And ready to... Object is soon to be speckless.
And then it just becomes dramatically difficult. And all of a sudden, certain guns just don't do anything. Like, out of nowhere.
Paralysis of effort. Good news, customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Yep.
Go. Incoming!
Cleans it up.
Feel like I'm making a path around the side here. It's kind of hard to tell where everything is. save. Got it. Feel like we're in good standing here. That didn't work out. There is someone up there. Boop, boop. So I can't hack this.
Here they come!
I get it. Wait, this is the way that I came last time, isn't it? Don't worry about me. Shooting him when he's down. Nowhere to go there, but can I come up this way? Well done. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Repair all equipped. Woo! Can I tinker anymore? Can't tinker, but can tinker with this. I can't tinker anymore because I'm out of money. Deal. All right, let's go to the pit. Good morning, everybody. How are you?
Area filth level assessment. Disgusting!
Beep beep. Oh, he's moved, huh?
Sterling is this unit's middle name. Sanitation and
Well
maintenance
played.
job fulfilled.
Alright, headshots actually do a lot more damage. I guess I always knew that, but they're really much, much better. Body, what's going on? Nice, 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 nice. Point of interest. Vending machine. Oh, hi.
I'm working as fast as I can, all right? If y'all would quit bothering me, I'd get this done sooner.
Who are you?
Is that a joke? Y'all call me out to fix the FPS, and now you're asking me who I am?
Yeah.
Whatever. I need to fix this before I get in trouble, so stop bothering.
Got it. You're absolutely right, and I'm so sorry. So, does that keep going down? Because I feel like the direction we were going was the right direction. But we went around here. Let's go down and see what's what. Okay, it doesn't stay down. Got it. So this was kind of where we started and went in the other direction instead. Got it. All right. I think we're ready to continue here. Love you guys. You guys are doing great. Sam, never change. Parvati, stop running in there and getting yourself killed.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us. I see you now.
Cycle complete.
It's coming at me.
Caution! Crew member requires maintenance.
So it's cool. Looks like my friends are coming in and helping from the missions that we did. That's good. But I don't recall like anything where we called them or anything. They just kind of show up. You know, like this seems very strange where it's like, yeah, no, we're all here. Like, I don't even recall a moment in the game where they're like, when you need us, we'll be there. Dude.
Activated. Passive mode.
God, he's good. I am gonna miss a video game where my companion character just jumps in and douses everyone with toxic chemicals. That does feel pretty baller. Oh dear God. Oh my God.
Reminder, lying in the dirt is unsanitary.
Parvati, how about you just let Sam do it? You hang back. You know? Boy, I'm really glad I gave myself another full day to play this, because I was like thinking I was kind of close to the end game last time. Ah! What are we doing with my healing stuff? So we haven't really even added a consumable.
Well, look who it is.
Hello, Chairman Rockwell.
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus.
Glad I
I
could help.
heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Rockin'!
And-
Even though you've been killed many times.
I had heard you were dragging around a repurposed janitorial mechanical. My staff jokes that it's because you're a walking pile of refuse.
Interactive database updated.
I've
The
corroded
unique organic
your
substance
entire
labeled
army.
Chairman has been classified as
I've
filth,
melted your
imminent
whole
for
army. Have a little respect.
incineration.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Chairman Rockwell.
Word. You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
Phineas would rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around.
Of course.
But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
Oh, he said crockpot. That crackpot is saving the frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
I gave it some
We're
thought.
helping, which is more than you can say.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
You know, I wouldn't have to if you'd be more cooperative about all this. You know, the thought honestly hadn't crossed my mind. I'm just trying to help. If you prefer to keep riding your downward spiral, I can fix this place.
If I and my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, yes, I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause.
It's just business, Rockwell. Your resources and your gumption. We could do so much. Then you need my help. This isn't going anywhere, is it? I have rescuing to do. Don't be here when I get back. Oh. Oh, they're not even doing anything. Interesting. Da-da-da. The main bad guy just kind of let me go. How interesting.
All right, MSI. Good words for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
Here goes nothing.
Rip.
One order of spick and span coming up. This area has been sanitized.
Right.
Difficult job ahead.
Chairman Rockwell is a bit much. He certainly seems that way, doesn't he?
Solvent stain out remover.
I'm always weirded out when it's like you get to the end and for whatever reason the main bad guy's like, I won't fight you. It's like,
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life.
who are you?
You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
It's over, Sophia. Stand down. I don't know who this is.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
My God.
You're a gifted warrior, Captain. You've made your talent for combat abundantly clear. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
I'm here for Phineas.
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held in my
Hi, Rachel.
custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
Who was she again? We've met her before? Don't test me, Sophia. It's bad for your health.
I'm aware of your propensity
Sophia.
for violence. Halcyon is a bloodier place because of you.
Well,
I wish you'd simply cooperated with me.
there's a lot of guns
The
lying
finest
around.
marksman in
I will also,
Halcyon.
it's not necessarily all my fault.
My gun. I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically.
He can hear you. Oh, hi. But where? Do I have to go back down the... Okay. No, I was supposed to go up there. Alright, well, let's just take... I think the end of the game should just be us taking the elevator up and down repeatedly. You happy that they're adding the third person camera in the remake? I gotta give everybody the moon head. Like, that's just the way to go. But yeah, it's like this thing where, RPGs that don't let you see yourself, like, what is the point? Like, I work so hard to make my character... There we go. And then you're just like, nah, never look at your character. Okay. I got a good feeling about this. Hi.
Here they come! Here I go!
Go for it, Parvati.
Got it, Captain!
Green cycle back to industrial stage. Substance resistance systems are
Cover!
never let down on the job. One order of frickin' fan coming up. Analysis of efforts.
Oh boy, that's so many guys. Come on. Come on. Oh, dude. Bro. Didn't know that was possible. Well. Let's try this. Let's try it again. I think we got close. I mean, that didn't seem too impossible, but all the extra bad guys. Maybe we don't do the area of effect damage stuff until the other characters come out. Holy crap.
Substance is resistant.
I'll fix you right up!
Not what I meant, but that's cool. See if he can take out a bunch of them.
and job fulfilled.
Okay. See, my criticism of this game is like very erratic difficulty spikes. The game will be easy, 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 and then you just get insanely overwhelmed, but then the exact same thing will be nice and easy again. I'm enjoying the character and the mirth of this game, but I do feel like I hope that the sequel finds a way to kind of balance the combat a little bit better.
Why won't you just die?
Dude. Sam, I wanted to do that. Did you just come in and just take her out immediately?
Get me out of here.
Hi, Phineas. How you doing? I guard for a second, and the main bad guy just get like... Okay, cool.
You don't know how glad I am to see you.
Morty!
You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue.
Long overdue, Morty!
You lunatic! You broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man! You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
You alright? What did they do to you?
I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony.
Oh,
and you
geez,
saved my
Morty.
life.
Oh, geez, Rick.
There's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon.
I'm afraid the situation's far worse than any of us anticipated.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem.
Also the first time we've been face to face without glass in the way.
Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Scandal.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option.
Why isn't it an option?
We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
We have a lot of work ahead of us. We'd best get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time.
How about 3 bright minds and then $1 just to kind of shake
person
things
for the
up?
job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonies.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not
I am kind of a bloodthirsty murderer, so let's keep
Our last
looking.
connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Lifetime employment
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come.
Don't give away the sequel.
The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars.
Not that bright
The
because they
Hope
were put to
scientists
sleep.
and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon.
And creating a better Diet
The people of
Cola.
Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on.
They took up
In the
Parcheesi.
years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast manpower,
Person
Sanja
power,
and Zora
excuse me.
were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting
Diet
and
toothpaste.
internal politics
Good point.
to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay
I knew it.
silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together.
That's who you'll play in the sequel.
Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone
And ate
loyal
them
to
in their
Reed
image.
was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer.
Mm-hmm.
Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about
Can I
the
walk
state
through
of
the city
Halcyon.
anymore?
While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective.
Oh
She
man,
finally admitted,
I didn't get
albeit
Parvati's.
grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The Grand Revolution
God, he even
he
has a
dreamed
boring
of
last
never
name.
came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix
Even
realized that the
his
work of a
ending is
revolution was
boring.
done with too
Oh my
much.
god, the poor
As
guy.
much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life
So
had
he
sought
found himself
so
in the
long
end
to
of
create.
Bioshock.
He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. she seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood.
Yes, funny
While the
stories.
colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the
Only because
unreliable
you needed a
Prometheus
dress that was at a place where I had awful reputation, and when I stepped on there, everybody shot me.
Take another crack at making a
I
permanent
couldn't
life
finish
for herself.
your mission because the only place where you could get a dress
Of ragtag survivalists
was a
and
place where I was getting
wilderness
shot at. I'm so sorry.
Anyone in need of a guide or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation.
She became
The
a
SAM
bug
unit that
zapper.
accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities
Yes, Sam.
across what was left of the colony. This led to a
Poor
boost in
Felix.
SAM
I don't
unit
know.
sales.
I mean, his character model looks like
SAM units are the
an NPC in
longest-lasting,
any other game,
toughest-acting
and the whole
cleaning
time I was just kind of like, I went through his companion quest, but I was like,
Released from
yeah,
house arrest,
ugh.
and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it.
Do we find out what
As
happened
for
on Earth?
Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab.
Pretending to be
He
Rick.
eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost
The
in
Byzantium
acquiring
human
these
lives.
chemicals.
Who cares?
In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon
Except
saw
the
a period
dum-dums.
of rapid technological and scientific advancement.
Can you imagine living a life where
in dietary
you get
supplements
frozen
saved the
and
colony
based
from
on
starvation?
how successful and smart you are, that decides when you'll be
The
revived?
structure and character of the colony.
Scary.
Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived.
Who shot
Today,
him into space?
Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future.
I'd be cooked,
And what about
frozen.
you?
Yeah,
The
me too.
unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon. Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster.
This is a
The
very
years that
long
followed
ending.
were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you.
Oh, you.
No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, and we're done. and right to the... Okay, here we go. The Outer Worlds. Yeah. So, I think my feelings still stand. I think this is a lot of fun. Some really good writing, some genuine laugh out loud moments. I wish the writing was more consistently funny, because there were like moments that, hey Sarah, I don't know what I'm playing next. I was thinking maybe playing through Fallout New Vegas, because it's been a really long time. But I don't know. I think I need to play something modern, because if I'm bitching about this game that's only 5 years old, and I'm like, ugh, there's so many better quality of life improvements that have happened in games since, I think I probably need to play something a little bit more modern. But I think what I stand by my thoughts that this game was really cool and has some really good funny moments. The writing is not as consistent as I kind of wanted it to be. It wasn't consistently funny. There would just be like a bunch of mind-numbingly boring parts and then like a laugh-out-loud moment. The combat, the collection of loot, 90,000 things that you collect, and I ended up using the same gun for like 3/4 of the game just because I leveled it up and tinkered with it. And then couldn't find anything that was better. I love the process kind of in a Baldur's Gate 3 style where you're constantly finding better weapons and leveling up and building yourself up rather than... I never used any of the health stuff. I never felt like I needed to. I never really thought about the extra perks on any of the gear beyond like little bits. So I do think that that's things I hope they improve for the sequel, which is kind of getting to a point, the sound effect of falling too far. I had like literal knee-jerk like wincing because it was too accurate of like, oh, you just broke your shins. So I need that to like ease up a little bit, where every time I fall I'd be like, there it goes. I feel like this game has a lot of promise, and there's a lot of games where once it becomes a franchise, you look back on the first one and you're like, I get the framework that they were going for, that they set in place so that they could nail it in the future installments. And I feel like this is really, really on its way with the sequel, if the sequel is able to kind of really stretch and have a little bit more, maybe some RPG elements, a little bit more things in the game that actually matter and improve your chances of survival. I found for a game on hard, I found it insanely easy. Except for these moments that seemed uncompromisingly tough. Rachel, you agree? Yeah. I feel like it's a good start. See, here's the thing. This is the exact opposite of Fallout 4. Fallout 4, I love the mechanics. I love the exploration. I love the base building. I love all of the mechanics around the game, but the story blows. And the writing's not anything to write home about. If you took a game like Fallout 4 and had those mechanics and you gave it a fun coat of paint, like The Outer Worlds, that's a perfect RPG. That's my favorite RPG of all time. But this has the character and the spunk, but lacks feeling like the exploration's fun, lacks feeling like I'm leveling up weapons, I'm actually like growing and getting more powerful. I haven't played Frostpunk. Is that an RPG? So yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I feel like it was fun. I feel like it was good. I'm glad I played through it and I'm ready for the sequel. But man, about halfway through this, I had like a freak out and was like, I'm just not gonna play this anymore. This is boring. And I still stand by that kind of malaise a little bit, where it's like there wasn't enough happening that felt interesting. You know, I want a little bit more of a... I want a little bit more, like maybe some more mystery, maybe some more intrigue than just revive the colony and go to a different town where someone's running it badly, someone could run it better, and your job is to make that transition. You know, that just kind of happened multiple times. But bravo to the team, they did good. I don't know, what should I play next? I did think at one point I would see you on playing a completely different game. Yeah, I'm still new to live streaming games, and my angst to like always be entertained keeps me from kind of like keeping in mind that maybe there's some people who are watching. It's hard to tell sometimes, especially on TikTok, like how many actual people are following you and how many are watching you play through it and kind of, not that you should play a game that you don't like just because people are watching you, but like, no, see this to the end. You know, it's not the end of the world to play a relatively fun game, especially if you don't know what you want to play next. So I need to keep that in mind and maybe not have freakouts. It's not as bad as my freakout for Elden Ring. I don't know if you've watched me play that, but ooh boy, because I'd never played a Souls game before, so I was playing Elden Ring for the first time, and I'm just like, this is so hard. This is annoying. This isn't fun. Why do people like this? This is just like masochism. I hate this. This is awful. Then cut to like the 30th part of my playthrough, and I'm like level 100, kicking butt, like beating the game, and I'm like, yeah, oh, this is one of the greatest games ever made. But that first time I played it, I had such a knee-jerk reaction to how hard it was. I was like, yeah, Joe, I survived, I beat it. The Outer Worlds really made me want to play No Man's Sky. Yeah, I maybe I should give that another shot. I mean, I got really far into that, but kind of was just like, what am I building towards? I think I bought like a freighter, but I was just kind of like, what am I working to? What is the story? I couldn't really kind of figure that out. I would have been okay if you switched this game, but with the Altars I would have been sad. Yeah, the Altars was great. The Altars, I was not going to stop playing that for all the money. You ever finish Baldur's Gate? I did. I mean, I've played that before. I think when I started live streaming it, I didn't go all the way through to the end, but I've played it and beat it before. Love Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate, really, I feel bad for other games, because Baldur's Gate. Tell me if you feel it this way when you watch the game discourse and the conversation about video gaming. A lot of like game companies are like, yeah, well, guess what? We can't all be Baldur's Gate, because everybody, like me included, uses Baldur's Gate as like a perfect example of like amazing writing, amazing gameplay, and a new standard for gaming. And other game companies are like, you know, we can't do that all the time, and kind of, I feel like the video gamers are like, I don't care. I'm not gonna not complain when a game has really bad writing compared to Baldur's Gate, or doesn't have the progression compared to Baldur's Gate, or the sense of scale that Baldur's Gate has. So sorry. Work harder, do better. I'm noticing a divide in that world. BG3 was just unparalleled. Amazing. It was phenomenal. BG3, like, I genuinely wanted to hear what every character had to say at every moment, because I knew they were going to say something fun and interesting. Every single line, I was excited. You know? And that's not something you can say about a lot of games. I was never just going through the motions. I was like, I want to see what Astarion has to say about this. Yeah, so what I'm going to try to do, I'm not sure what everybody's... I really do appreciate people hanging out and watching me play. I want to do this more. I want to build my audience and everything. I really do appreciate you hanging out. I'm trying to figure out High on Life. Yeah, I don't know if I want to give him my money, you know? Like, I've played through a little bit of that. I don't know. I got to go back and read through if what's going on with his allegations. I haven't checked that up, but I played through it a little bit and I was like, meh. I need to figure out a time that I can play that isn't 6 in the morning so more people can watch me. I can't build my audience if I'm only live streaming at 6. It's just this happens to be when my wife is still sleeping and everything is, and nobody's up in the house except for me. But I'm going to start trying to maybe play at nights to kind of build a little bit more of an audience. Detroit Become Human? Maybe. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But I will let everybody know. This is a lot of people playing on this. Still holding out for Laura and Dave playthrough? Well, let me tell you something. Laura came to me a couple of weeks ago, and she goes, the only video game that I ever enjoyed that I played a lot when I was a kid was a game called Caesar 3. And she just kind of said that in passing. So I went on Steam and found it, and bought it, and hooked up our mouse and keyboard. So she's playing that in our room. And it's so much fun. So I am slowly dripping. The way she's trying to get me to eat better, and she's trying to introduce actual healthy food into my life and slowly like tease that out, I'm trying to get her to play more video games. And I feel like that this is going to be the way to do it. And maybe I can get her to sit down for a playthrough with a game. Because it'd be fun to have her sitting next to me riffing as I play a game. That would be a lot of fun. That might be the play. Yeah. I want to give credit to everybody who worked on this game by letting this whole thing play through, but hoo boy. She watched me a little bit play BG3. She came into the room while I was live streaming it, and I was like, she's like, what's the point of this game? And I'm like, you're trying to get a worm out of your brain. And she goes, so you're RFK? And I'm like, yeah, that's actually true. I'm bettering her hand-eye coordination. I'm trying to. Although Caesar 3 is like a civilization style build the town. It was so funny. She gave me so much shit for playing Factorio. And she's like, what are you doing? What's the point? Why are you like just like building more resources so you can da-da-da-da? And then she started playing Caesar 3 and I'm like, it's the same game. You're building resources and expanding your town. And she goes, yeah, but you were like mean to like the local alien life. And I'm like, you're creating Rome. You're creating literally an empire that's going to take over Europe. You don't think there's some bloodshed on your hands, honey? I should make my Guardian look like RFK. Yeah, there's got to be a mod. That's true. But that was so funny. She just offhand, she was like, so you're RFK? And I'm like, oh, I guess so. All right, this was fun. So yeah, thank you for hanging out, everybody. I will check in with you all later. Maybe plan for me to be playing at nights, maybe around 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be what I try to do next, I think. And in the meantime, everybody have a great day. Please, be safe, love one another, and we'll see you all soon.